Yeah.
Cap season, man. Rap season.
Yeah.
Cap Season Podcast, the loudest podcast in the motherfucking city, man. Hey, look, we here with MGM Mike, man. Straight out of St. Louis, Mississippi, man.
Bay St. Louis.
Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. What's going on, man?
I'm trying to make it, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
That's good.
What bring you to Houston?
Networking, working, you know what I'm saying? Meeting with other artists, podcasts like yourself, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rap Economics. He had hooked me up with y'all, you know.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
Shout out, Pred.
Yeah, just out here networking, man, working hard, trying to get this music out. That's about it.
Been in the studio?
Not since I've been here. Not since I've been here. I really don't know too many studios. That's why I was hollering at.
Oh yeah. You in a place to be right here. It's the real studio, real sound.
Yeah.
So what's like? I want to start like. Let's start from the basics. Like, okay, where you grew up. You know what I'm saying? How it was coming. Yeah. Coming from the Bay St. Louis.
So small town, man. You know, on the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. That's why most of the time when people ask me where I'm from, I just say the Gulf Coast because I rep all of it, from Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Biloxi, Moss Point, like all them. But you know, we grew up. Me and my sister grew up pretty tough. You know, single parent home. You know, story much like other people.
Right.
Yeah, but
struggle with
substance abuse. My mom was after her and my dad divorced. It got like real bad. You know, all the way up to about 16, and I went and stayed with my dad finally, and I graduated in Florida. And then after I graduated, just trouble. And
you ain't think about school, like college and nothing?
Well, I went, it's crazy you asked me that. I went to college at on the Gulf Coast, and the day I got my Pell Grant, they kicked in my door. I had to use my Pell Grant to buy an house for real. And this shit went all bad then, and then it was like 3 years of just fucked up shit, you know. And then I went to the military to beat my charge. Right. You know, they were still doing that back then. You know what I'm saying?
So you just went there just to
and then that really opened up a lot of doors for me to get other shit done. So.
Yeah. So a lot of people say the military, like, some people say it's bad, but a lot of people say it's chill though. Like, what was your experience like?
Man, it was I think the great experience. It really saved my life for real, because if you look back at all my peers who I was growing up with, like it's two totally different situations. My situation and their situation, but I could have easily been that, you know. Yeah. So it really changed my life, saved my life, and then changed my point of view of life, because I got to see different places, meet different people. And, you know, when you grow up in a place, I'm sure like in Houston, you really, if you never left here, you think everybody is like this. Right. But it's not like that. It's not like that at all.
Everybody different wherever you go.
And so you'll meet somebody who's like you from Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, the first white dude who introduced me to JayZ was a white dude from Philadelphia. His name was Richard Slifer. And he used to wear Timbs with shorts, and I just didn't understand that. You know, like, what the fuck?
Timbs and shorts.
For real. But
they really be on the Timbs out there, for real.
Solid ass dude, and that's how, you know, he really put me on East Coast music. Right. A white dude from Philly, and I would have never met him had I stayed where I'm from.
Right, because you never know who you meet. Like, you can be talking to somebody real big, you will never know. Yeah. That's right. So like, so when did the music come about in your life?
Man, I used to freestyle on the phone to my partner, like when I first heard Rick Ross. That was in 2006, but I didn't record a song until 2017. Right. So I just started doing music in 2017. I've been doing it like 6 years. Right. From start to now, but like a year and a half during COVID, I didn't do no music, you know. So I really just been doing this shit like 5 years, but yeah, it's just been.
This gotta be the 6th, cause you got a song called 6 years.
6 years later.
I ain't gonna lie, I jammed that like twice yesterday. I'm like, damn, hold on, wait, let me rewind this. Nah, for sure, that 6 years later hard.
But I'm a big fan of Lucha. You know, Lucha. I'm a big fan of Lucha. I just did a song that's going on my project called Free Lucha.
Free Lucha.
Yeah, Free Lucha. So Free Lucha and Free Thug, I always do that because you know, none of my business what they got going on, but I don't like seeing no nigga behind that wall.
Nah,
you know?
For sure.
So and then if you really look at it, shit, they ain't even really enemies on what they facing.
To be honest, for real. Really not enemies.
Not even enemies, bro. Like Thug got a whole different set of enemies that ain't that man. Right. When they asked that man to testify, he said no. So
that's real.
That shit crazy how that shit be going.
So how do you feel? Like it's been a lot of snitches and rats going on. So how do you feel about that? Like, you know what I'm saying, go on with this new era of music, like a lot of snitching going on.
Yeah, I will never agree with that ever. I don't give a fuck what the circumstances is. You can never get me to agree with that being the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like mentioning them guys, but those situations where them people do that, I just ain't with, you know, taking a risk and you risking what it is,
right.
and then you taking another man from his family for something that you involved in, and you notice how this shit go, you know.
They say it's like playing chess though, like, you know what I'm saying, like
that
a lot
ain't
of
chess though, man.
It ain't. It's not, because you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You agreed to this. We both agreed to this. So when we come in and do this and we both get caught, let's both sit down. Don't go behind my back and take no plea and get out. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm stuck in this situation.
I agree 100%.
Nah,
so a snake that ain't playing chess.
Right.
Because that's really what you do, is really snaking nigga. You know what I'm saying? That ain't playing chess, man. So I'm really big on that, standing on business. Yeah, and I don't agree with none of that.
Okay, look, so what if you have an enemy, right? So this chess, you have an enemy, and then y'all into it, and then boom, something happened to where, if you, not you, but in general, if you snitch, it can possibly get your enemy locked up. Is that chess?
It's never, fuck no. Snitching is not chess. So let's take that. Those are two totally different things. Yeah, so chess is, you know, like the shit 50, I don't know nothing about 50 Cent paperwork. I'm talking about like 50 Cent Ja Rule. So Ja Rule doing music and you buy the 2000 front seat so he got no pot in the front.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So his shit look dead. Yeah. That's chess.
Yeah, that's
chess. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's crazy.
The shit Drake do, when you buy the nigga you beefing with, you buy his boss jewelry that's chess. Snitching ain't chess.
Snitching ain't it. So it's taking snitching nothing. So have you worked with any artists from Houston?
Yeah, Sauce WOODWINNIN.
Sauce WOODWINNIN.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Wood, shout out to TSF, shout out to Sauce Walker. They asked me this question yesterday, and he's my top 4 influential bosses that I've met and studied.
Right, because so he do a lot for sure. Like, he got a lot of artists, and he really maintained a lot of artists, and all them artists is doing something with themselves.
Yeah, so Sauce Walker, shout out to him, and I've seen that in the flesh. Now, Birdman has always been my number 1. Yo Gotti, Rick Ross, but Sauce Walker is number 4 for me as far as bosses, and I've seen it with my own eyes and putting their people in position, because that's what a boss is to me. Like, you can have $10 million, but if your man broke, you ain't no boss to me.
Nah, for
real. You see what I'm saying? But if you I'm not saying give your man money, I'm saying put your man in position. That's boss moves. And I've seen him do it. You know what I mean? As far as, you know, it's a show and he gets booked and he got all of his artists perform. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you introducing them to your platform and shit like that, that's boss moves to me, you know what I mean? So
what's your affiliation with the TSF movement? Like,
actually, how I got even in with them, the dude who used to shoot videos for me, got jammed with them. And Spike D, that's who shoots a lot, So he shoots a lot of their videos, and he introduced me to them, and then it went from there. Yeah.
So do you and Sauce got any songs together? Or?
No, I was me and Wood do. I am going. That is a goal of mine, but I really want that that pain storytelling. Ghetto gospel. Yeah, I got to have that, but I haven't did a song like that myself to even ask him to do that. But, I hope he hears me, and you know I'm going to do that for sure.
Nah, for sure. Cause if I know Sauce Walker always he be the one that reach out, and I really commend him, because he really keeping Houston alive. Because it's not a lot of artists out here that's keeping Houston alive. They running off with everybody else sound, and everybody else starting to sound like, but he keeping the Houston name alive, and I really
if you think of Houston right now, you think of Walt.
Yeah, he's the runner up right now. He's the runner up, and I really commend him. Like, I hold him to the high because he really doing this thing.
And he's standing on business. That's more important than anything to me. Is if a motherfucker standing on business. Like, he really is a solid what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, you hear him even when they ask him about certain people or whatever the case may be. He ain't got nothing negative to say about no nigga.
He never had nothing negative to say. He always speak the truth, like what's really, like, from his standpoint, what's really the truth. And I really be agreeing with him. I got to 100%
agree with him. So I don't think the people who do stand up shit get enough credit, and I think he's one of those people. So.
Okay, so you went. I seen you went viral. Everybody know you went viral on Rap Economics. Prez D.
No, you know shout out Fred. Shout out Fred.
So how did that relationship happen?
Through Wood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
so
yeah, Wood. Shout out Wood.
Man, no bullshit, and this to any independent artist or any artist period, and he can attest to that. You know, we ain't 30 to eat, my nigga. It's me and the cameraman and
just chilling. He pulled up.
This is what we doing. So I came to Houston and, hey Wood, bro, I'm here. Who I need to talk to. And that was the first person he called. So I called him. It took us a couple of days. We couldn't, you know what I'm saying? And then he said, pull up. I pulled up. and we did that. It was so fast, I ain't even get no picture with, you know, the sponsors and shit. I just came in there and did it. So I wasn't thinking no more of it then. I was just getting my name out for Houston because I really want to try to capture. And I had been coming out here since 2018. I had met Miss Megan. Yeah. Way back in 2018.
That's what put me in the door with a lot of things.
Oh, no shit. So there's a nigga named Bands. Me and him had did a song back in 2018. I talked to Bands last night, and that's really how it started. And then when I came out here the next time and I got Wood, and then he introduced me to y'all and
just networking, like you going, like, that's it. And it's really, I was just speaking on it like probably like a week ago. That's really how easy it be. You just network. Like some people be so scared to put themselves out there, and some people be scared to talk to people because they feel like, oh no, I don't want to, my pride too big, or I don't want to seem fanned out. And when you trying to get to the top, ain't no such thing as fanned out. No. Like you got to go get it. Like, cause if nobody get it for you, then who gonna get it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
When you say it's hard, but it's easy, you know? Like, this shit ain't, man, I went to sleep on FaceTimes trying to just, you know, like you're dead tired, but you gotta do this, you know?
And I'm glad that you said that, so you know sleep, you know what I'm saying? You said you had a sleep problem, so hey, you getting any sleep?
Yeah, man, I don't get much, but not because I'm not tired, it's just because I'm not where I wanna be. Right. And it just takes, you know, man, you talking about being on the road, jump off the road, shoot a video. That's just that little part right there. It's 6 hours from where I'm from to drive here. You know what I'm saying? Jump here, get on the road. I mean, get off the road, shoot a video, call and network. Like I'm doing, like when you're independent, man. And then I'm still after working. Like that's what a real grind is. Like think about that. Like you come to a motherfucking city 4, 5, 6, 7 times. You work your ass off, and you still ain't there yet. That's a grind, you know what I mean? And so when I say it's hard but it's easy, it's hard to do that and still be in the same place, and it's easy to give up. So the people who don't give up, it's the people who don't give up, you gotta salute that. That's why I salute anybody who's doing this shit, investing in themselves, putting their own money into this shit, like this small shit. Motherfuckers don't know how much these lights cost. Right. It's a price on that. Right. And you took your time, this camera, like all this shit, this bill, however much y'all call, like all that's investing in yourself. And a lot of people don't even believe in it that much they want, man, you say, hey, bro, to post this $50. God damn, bro, you ain't, so you don't believe in yourself enough to give me 50 bucks?
I just spoke on that too.
50 bucks? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I believe in myself enough to give 50,000. Yeah. And you see it, like
I see you shining, man.
But that's investing in myself. Just
the man over here shining, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. You still go to the same jeweler?
Gio, shout out, plug Gio. Yeah, I fuck with Gio.
Hey, that's
from Wood. Wood put me on Gio.
Hey, shout out Wood. Hey, we gotta get Wood on the
gotta get
high
Wood
seat
on
next
there.
I gotta go get Wood.
And I called Wood, knocking old boy out in the second round. Ask Wood. And
Sean Cotton.
Ask Wood. When you see him, I called it second round. Ask Wood. Matter of fact, I'ma call him while you talking.
Hold on, man. We got some exclusive, man. We gotta call Wood, man.
Let me see if Wood gonna answer.
Wood,
he was supposed to be here last night.
He good dude. I already knew he was gonna beat up Sean Cotton. I said, bro, he gonna beat Sean Cotton up.
Ain't no doubt.
That was a good money scheme, though. They had like good money behind it, but I was like, he gonna beat up Sean Cotton.
Ain't no doubt.
I don't know why, but Sean Cotton talking about his boots. He had some comeback boots on. He said his
that
boots.
What he said?
Yeah, he said it was something wrong with his shoes. So I'm like, man, nah, man, that's crazy. So.
It's all good.
You good? Okay, good away from him. Okay. But speaking of that, like, okay, so I was just talking about like how I had got asked the question like, do artists put money into themselves? And I was just saying like, it's a lot of people that do, but it's a lot of people that don't put money into themselves. They be like, okay, y'all blogs be overtaxing on y'all prices, but at the same time,
somebody told you that?
Nah, somebody asked me the question. I had did an interview. Somebody asked me the question, but I'm like thinking like, y'all spend $500 on jeans, $1,200 on shoes, $200-300 on shirt. You mean to tell me you don't believe in yourself to pay $60 to get this what you want to do in your life? You can't pay $60 to get your career going.
You ain't mentioned the strippers.
Strippers, like y'all throwing money in the club.
You giving them the money.
Like y'all giving them the money, but y'all don't want to boost y'all career, or y'all want to take y'all career to the next level. And then like I heard you say something about like how you market, like how you said how you went to the corner store and you bought everybody some you know what I'm saying? They food.
Yeah, he seen it like I did. Like he said, we don't use. I be doing it so fast he never get to catch it.
Right.
Like everybody put it up here.
Right.
Everybody put it up. So there's not a nigga, and hold on, let me just say this, because it's a good point you make, and I want to expand on this. Niggas is fucked up right now, bro. Like, you know, people is, this ain't the best of times, you know what I'm saying, where money just flowing. This ain't the PPP over with, you know, and niggas is back to normal, you know. If you didn't do right with whatever you did, then you back to where it was, right? So, and I've been homeless. I don't want to make it like I just, when a nigga introduced to me, I just was balling and whatever the case. I've been homeless. I done had it all and lost it at least 5 times. Like real American story, like from nothing to something, like, you know what I mean? And I ain't nowhere near where I'm gonna be. Every day I wake up, this is the brokest I'm ever gonna be. That's what I really believe in my heart, right? So when I go and you see people paying for gas with quarters, my nigga, that make me feel away. Especially if I got it, what the fuck is, I can't take this shit with me. So my whole thing, and I ain't hearts and minds. That's actually my mission statement. Is no sleep while winning hearts and minds. And so if you can win people's heart, you can get over their mind. And I learned that from the military. So if you got your last, look, this wood right here. This wood right here. My God. Hey, I'm with Cap Season. Look, tell him, am I lying? Am I not lying? Did I pick you to knock him out in the second round? Yes or no?
100%.
100%. Hey,
this is Cap Season, but he ain't capping, y'all.
I ain't capping.
He ain't capping.
Ain't capping. No capping involved. Hey, you here?
Yeah. I'm gonna pour down on you when I leave this game.
That's a bet, my nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't no capping that.
Nah, ain't no capping that. Ain't capping for sure.
But so if that make me feel away when somebody ain't got it and I got it, and I know 99% of the time a nigga would not do that for me, but I don't do it for that reason. I do that because that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? And so every first Friday, and this for any entertainer or anybody who got it, who's looking to help, every first Friday, which was last night, if you look at my story, you'll see it. Every first Friday, we get on the net, me and my team, and shit, who fucked up right now? You need a light bill paid, you need water paid, your car fucked up. And we do as much as we can, and we gotta put some parameters on it because people went a little crazy yesterday. But I respect it. You know, nigga just need some help. So people are fucked up to the point now. I just want you to remember this moment. Because when you have it, don't look at that nigga like he's a nobody. You know what I mean? Don't look at that girl like she just fucked up because she made a few bad decisions. Like everybody need help, including myself. That's why I'm here. If I had it to do and get out there, I wouldn't need you. I need you. And I tell you that like a man. You know what I'm saying? Prayers. I need prayers. I need wood. I need people. If you think you self-made, there's no such thing. Because every nigga needs somebody. Period.
You said you was homeless. So what was some of your like what was some of the things that kept you motivated and kept you like, I gotta get out this situation? Because a lot of people get there and get stuck and can't move and you know what I'm saying, get depressed. So how, like, you know what I'm saying, what made you, like, motivated you and be like, okay, I gotta get to this point. I'm down on my ass, but I gotta get back up there.
True story. When it happened, I'm looking at where I was. It was a car parked in the hood, right in front of Dexter Yard, for people who know where I'm from. And I laid on the hood to where my back was on the windshield. I was looking at it like 3 in the morning, my nigga. You homeless, you got nowhere to go. I'm just looking at the sky and I was just like, Lord, just please send me a blessing. Like, it'll never get this bad again. And I'm just praying for like hours, 2 hours. And right here in the guard, my player partner right now, his name Lando, he was walking up the street. And he just, like God put him there, like, I don't, like early in the morning. And he was like, man, what the fuck you doing out here? I was like, bro, I ain't got nowhere to go. He was like, man, come by my house. So we went by his house like 2 days. Shit, I never forget that morning, he stepped on a hot iron on his foot.
On his
just something that happened, right? Barefoot. He was like, if I wasn't a gangster, this would hurt, type of shit, right?
No cap.
And then my other friend, his name Jack Vincent, him and his mama, Miss Terry Vincent, they took me in for about 6 weeks till I could get my shit together.
That's
so
real.
If a nigga could do that for me, why can't I do that for somebody else? You know what I'm saying? And to tell you the flip side of how bad it could get, I signed my first artist in 2020. A nigga named BGD. And I live out the country. I live in Germany.
Right.
So I wanted him to come stay with me. He was right outside of Baton Rouge. He in a bunch of shit, just Baton Rouge type shit.
Oh yeah, that's rough out
He
there.
added with like 3 different niggas. They trying to do each other. You know what I'm saying? And we got his passport. Waiting the 6 weeks. Saturday he got arrested for murder. And his passport came Monday.
Damn.
2 days. He got life plus 50 years.
Damn.
That fast. That's how shit could change. So if it could change that bad, that fast, I believe it could change that good that fast. So you never know who's looking, who's inspired by your story. It can help you out. So that's really a lot of the motivation for what I be trying to do with just, man, it's a lot of us that just never had an opportunity.
Right.
And you get the opportunity, like, you know, I hear Sauce Walker's story. You know, that man was locked up, and you know, he shared some of the pictures that when he first came home, he don't look like Walk now, but shit, nigga had a vision. Nigga gave him opportunity, and he went with his move. It can happen. You know,
it can happen for sure.
Yeah.
So you had you did music with JayDaYOUNGAN, R.I.P. JayDaYOUNGAN.
R.I.P.
So how did that situation come about?
Through Heartbeats. Shout out to Heartbeats, who was JayDaYOUNGAN's producer. Made majority of, like 90% of the music he made. And that's who I first started fucking with when I was doing music. And one day I came to the studio like super early. I'm always early to everything. I was here early. Right. I was just in the wrong parking lot.
Yeah, I see.
I'm big on punctuality. But when I pull up, I just let him know I like 40 minutes early. He was like, you by yourself? I was like, yeah. He said, come inside. And it was like the old studio at Heartbeats. Like right when you walked in, there was a couch sitting on the wall. Right. And then you went through a door, and then he was in there. And I walked past, he was like 16, 17 at this time. Like, he was so small. I just walked right past him, you know what I'm saying? And I went in there by Heartbeats. Heartbeats' eyes was this big around. He was like, bro, you need to do a song with Buddy. I didn't know him from Adam or Eve. Right. And I asked him for a feature, just trusting beats. Right. Because that's I believe in team play. So if your teammates say you need to do X, Y, Z, I think you should go with that. Or if you don't trust him enough to believe that, he shouldn't be your teammate. Right. You know? And I did a feature with him right then, him and Famous. Right. So the first song I ever did with him and Famous was on. It's called With the Shit. And I went to I didn't even have all the money for both of them. He wanted 1,000 and Famous wanted 500. Right. This is how early that was. Dang, and so that's real early. I had $500 on me. Beats gave me 500, and I went to the ATM and got the other 500. Right. And then by the time I came back, he did the verse already. And then from then, he did Dream On, and I asked him, could I use that song for mine? And then the pandemic, we were supposed to get together. Pandemic happened. After the pandemic, I pulled up to Beats. Well, Beats called me and was like, Jay, looking for you. And shit, that's how we did that
for sure.
Outside song. And that song, I played him 2 beats. Lou was in the building. I played him 2 beats. And from the time I played
Lou been rocking for a long time.
Actually, I was with D at the time, the dude who with Sauce. Yeah. And I asked, I had hit Lou up, can he come and get some backstage, behind the scenes footage? And he caught some shit that people don't have, like I got to this day, like, because I never saw him again. Right. You know what I'm saying? He wound up getting killed.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
he wound
tragic.
Up getting killed. I'm lying. I seen him when he got out. That was Friday. Father's Day was that Sunday, and I FaceTimed him. And he was like, man, thank you for what you did. That's real. Pull up on me. I got you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because of some shit that happened when he was locked up. And I never saw him again. You know what I'm saying?
That's sad.
Yeah. So that's how I locked in with him. And man, when I seen him, man, that man ain't have the first session with him. I paid for the studio session. Right. That man ain't have it like nothing. Like, you know, he was still just doing his thing. I think he had 50,000 followers at the time. And shit, the next time I seen him,
he skyrocketed.
Shit, it was Corvettes and Mercedes and 7/8 chains and 2 Rolexes. Yeah, he got turned fat. He's the inspiration for me because I seen it. Yeah. And I was with it before it happened. And I seen it happen, so I know it can happen.
Yeah, you know? I seen the song when the first song y'all did. I was like, JayDaYOUNGAN was his voice was even
different. Yeah, he was a kid.
He was.
When he had no tats in his face, nothing. Yeah, and he elevated.